We are following breaking news at this hour. Good afternoon. I'm Mark All, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. Southwest Airlines has resumed operations after asking the Federal Aviation Administration to pause their departure. DC News Now reporter Leonard and Fleming is live at Reagan National Airport with more. And Leonard, Southwest was saying that they had equipment issues. Where do things stand right now?
Good afternoon, Mark. Yes, Southwest has resumed all flight operations here at Reagan National after a slight delay this morning. Quoting Southwest Airlines, pausing flight activity this morning to work through data connection issues resulting from a firewall failure this morning due to a vendor supplied firewall that went down, and connection to some operational data was unexpectedly lost. And as you know, Southwest has had tremendous problems with their flights over the last few months, particularly in December, where, if you remember, there were thousands of flights that were grounded, and people were grounded all across the country due to these problems with Southwest flights in the past. So a few of the passengers that we spoke with today were not surprised that Southwest had these issues yet. They're hoping that they can get to their destination at some point today, even if there are slight delays. Reporting from Reagan National, Leonard and Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, Leonard, thank you. And for more on this story, you can head over to our website, dcnewsnow.com. Meteorologist Scott Sumner is in for Damon Madsen today, and he joins us for the latest check in the forecast. Scott, the sun is shining, but the wind is blowing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you look outside our window here and Wisconsin Avenue, and it looks very pretty outside. People walking about, but what you don't get when you're inside is the fact that the wind is certainly quite blustery, and even more so than yesterday. Yesterday was breezy. Today's more on a windy day. Let's first take a look at our graphics, and you see the fire alerts. This has been elevated since we spoke yesterday afternoon at noon when I talked about a fire weather watch. Well, again, watch is just that. We're watching to see if anything could possibly develop here. Now it's become a fire weather warning. This runs from current time frame right to 8 o'clock tonight when the strongest winds are around. And again, National Weather Service is recommending do not do any sort of burning, even if you want to try to do a control burning. Not recommended whatsoever. Of course, fires could spread quite easily. You just saw here Reagan National Airport as Leonard was reporting. Leonard was in a little sheltered area. You didn't see too much wind there, but here from the camera on a rooftop, you can see quite a bit of wind with this particular live shot. So that's going to be the story throughout the day. The main weather story, as you see the numbers here, 33 at Martinsburg, 26 at D.C., 34 at Westminster, 33 at Hagerstown. So there is quite a bit of wind in the general area. Now, the good news is it's going to be a short-lived wind event because high pressure that's building on in is going to settle on top of us, and later tonight we'll go more on the calmer side of things. But already our latest fire and smoke map showing a few random separated isolated fires here, and most likely due to that wind, one of which is in Fauquier County. We'll talk more about this afternoon's high temperatures and the 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. Mark?
All right, Scott, thank you. A scary situation at a Montgomery County elementary school involving what police describe as methamphetamines. It sent 3 7-year-olds to the hospital. Our Tosin Fakile is at College Gardens Elementary School in Rockville with details and reaction.
We now know that where the 3 children found the things that look like candy was at the playground here at College Gardens Elementary. Police say the 3 7-year-olds were out of the hospital and back with their parents on Monday nights. Now, police say the children are expected to be okay, but describe what happened here as frightening. This was the letter sent to parents on Monday. It says it happened around 12 p.m. when 911 was called for a medical emergency for 3 children. That emergency, police say 3 7-year-olds found a container with blue items they thought was candy at the playground. They briefly ate it and then spat it out. Police say when the children started feeling dizzy, they went to the school nurse who called EMS. Investigators are unsure of what exactly the children ate, but after toxicology, they believe the items may have been a methamphetamine-type related drug, like Adderall or ecstasy. Information that this parent, Samantha, finds astonishing.
Angry and somewhat, struck as to why people will do that, leave stuff for kids to find and to ingest and get sick.
School officials reminding parents to tell their children to only eat food brought from their own home.
This is something I have to always, keep reminding her of also, because kids tend to share. I'm just grateful that, it wasn't her, and I'm sorry for the others that, got impacted by that.
Police are strongly reminding parents to talk to their children about how dangerous it is to eat or take things that they don't know about. Police say the case is under investigation. We're in Rockville. I'm Tosin Fakile for DC News Now.
Tosin, thank you. Developing now, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue recovered a body in Lake Churchill in Germantown. That body surfacing after crews came to the area on Easter Sunday, only for their initial extensive search to turn up empty. They believe that today's findings are related and will be sure to bring you the latest information on those findings on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. No indictment. A grand jury decides not to indict a Fairfax County police officer who shot and killed Timothy Johnson, who was unarmed and accused of shoplifting. DC News Now's Lex Juarez has the latest on the decision that came as a surprise to the Commonwealth Attorney.
Yeah, that's right. And because of that decision not to indict Sergeant Wesley Shiflett, the planned press conference that was planned for yesterday afternoon was canceled as soon as that decision was released. Now, court documents do show that the grand jury didn't believe there was enough probable cause to indict Shiflett. The initial shooting happened in Tyson's Corner back in February. According to Fairfax County Police, Sergeant Shiflett shot and killed 37-year-old Timothy Johnson near Tyson's Corner Center. Johnson was accused of stealing sunglasses. His family has compared the shooting to an execution. Attorney Steve Descano tells DC News Now that he can't say for sure what information was conveyed to the grand jury, but now he's evaluating all options on a path forward. And we also reached out to the family attorney for the Johnson family. At this point, we have not heard back from them. In Fairfax County, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
We're helping stretch your dollar this afternoon. Amazon now offers coupons to online customers, promising savings from personal care to groceries and electronics. DC News Now's consumer reporter Ben Dennis has a closer look at how the new offer works.
Online retail giant Amazon, they quietly launched coupons. It's now a designated part of their website to lower shopping cart costs. And consumers I spoke with shared mixed feelings about using coupons online versus buying in stores. Amazon says consumers can clip coupons offered when they're online, then the discounted price is applied at checkout. Our search found that some offers could save cash, depending on what products consumers buy. But we also found some products that are being sold elsewhere for the same price Amazon says they'll give you with a coupon. Take this automated vacuum listed for $649 on Amazon, a pretty penny, promising a $220 coupon. But find the same vacuum at Home Depot offering the exact same discount. Another reason why consumer advocates urge people to price match. And online sales figures from Digital Commerce 360 says e-commerce in the U.S. topped $1 trillion last year, the highest ever. And Statista says that 37% of shoppers in 2021 almost always try to find coupons online before making purchases. And it was slickdeals.net and Groupon where most online shoppers went. And we asked consumers about their experiences with online coupons and e-commerce after Amazon coupons roll out. Would you use something like a digital coupon if it was offered to save some money?
Yes, I would, except for my experience so far is when it says use promo code. I go to promo code, takes you to a website, you sign up for that website to get the promo code, and I'm like, can't be bothered, don't bother.
I prefer online shopping because not only do they have better deals, but, they have a huge assortment and everything, and it's convenience.
The great thing about Amazon is I know exactly what I want, and that's why I got it. It's not like when you go to a grocery store or something, you end up with more stuff than you ended up wanting to get.
And Amazon says that one coupon applies to one item, no double dipping allowed. And there's an option to subscribe for recurring purchases for products like food. But note the fine print. Amazon says the coupon discount applies to the first order, so consumers may have to double back to see if their deal remains when it's time to restock. Ben Dennis, DC News Now, back to you.
According to the Associated Press, the NFL is now reviewing the Washington Commanders' sale to the group led by Philadelphia 76ers owner Josh Harris. The next step in the process is getting at least 24 of the 32 owners to approve the sale. A former member of the Commanders' front office believes the new ownership group needs to keep fans in the loop more than Dan Snyder did in the past.
Most of the marketing was to support the sales efforts, not really to market the brand, to try to engage with the fans. I think that there's been so much that's gone on that the fans were not aware of or not even communicated to at all, that in itself would be kind of a breath of fresh air.
As spokesperson for Harris declined to comment on the status of the sale.